After a devastating breakup and losing her home, Chelsea Maxine moved everything into storage and began living in her car with only her small dog. But someone had been following her since she left.
Recently, I took you guys on a trip with me, and something scary happened that might put a halt to this entire road trip. The next few videos I'm going to show you all lead up to me having to make this decision. If you don't know who I am, hey, my name is Chelsea. I'm currently traveling the world and sharing with you what it's really like to take on a journey like this. And let me just tell you, the transition into living in your vehicle is so hard, but it really was worth it. And I'm honestly just trying to figure out where I belong in this life. Because at the moment, I'm just trying to make things work and get my life on track. So to catch you up to speed, in previous videos, I went through a breakup. I moved out of my home. To be honest, I lost my home. I moved everything I owned into storage, and I moved into my car with a small 4-pound Pomeranian named Pumpkin and an adorable little kitty named Rain. After hearing that I was homeless, my aunt took me in. For the safe place for my animals, I planned a trip to find myself. I took off back on the road, but only for a few days to build my confidence back up and to hopefully convince myself that I will be okay alone. So that is where we are at. And now that you're up to date, and at this point where this video starts, I am currently driving to my first location to sleep in my vehicle for the first time. And I am still being followed, although in the beginning of this episode, I thought the person that was following me was no longer following me because I did not see their vehicle.
Driving to her first night sleeping alone in the vehicle, she believed the person following her had finally stopped because she couldn't see their car anymore. She was very, very wrong about that assumption.
To get back on the road, I have, I think, an hour to go still until I'm at my destination, so let's get. Oh my gosh. Oh my. This is like beyond creepy. Oh my gosh, you guys. So it's Halloween and someone decided it would be funny, okay, to hang a big ghost person from a tree out here, and I literally thought it was a dead person.
Turning onto a pitch-black road with no other cars, terror escalated when she spotted something hanging from a tree. She thought it was a dead person before realizing it was a Halloween decoration.
So, at least most people said parking lots at this business were safe. It didn't mean that this particular one was safe. So I was still a little iffy about it because I wasn't sure. But I was so exhausted, I needed to pull over and sleep somewhere. So as soon as I did, that's when I seen this truck pull in. And if you watched the last episode, you know that there was somebody following me and it got really scary and sketchy. And is this the same person? I don't know, but it really seemed like it, and it seemed pretty sketch. So please don't be a truck. Is that a truck? It is a freaking truck. Oh my god. I kept noticing this truck following me, and it followed me all the way on. Oh jeez, Louise. I was scared. Still, like, still. It's like chilling. What is it doing? And why would it come down here? Like, unless it's going to McDonald's. No, it's not. What the heck? I hate this. I hate this. I literally thought where I was at was going to be a safe place to just sleep because they allow RV people and van life people to sleep here.
Exhausted, she pulled into a parking lot deemed safe for overnight stays, but immediately a truck appeared and began circling. The same truck that had been following her earlier. She watched it drive past repeatedly, refusing to leave as she sat frozen in fear.
Wait and see. So lame. It is a truck coming right on down this way again. So, I ended up finding another place to sleep. It's really dark in these video clips because I couldn't turn on a light because I was too scared to. Because I was sleeping in the back of my car and I didn't want people to know I was back there. So that's why these next few clips will be dark. I feel like a lot of clips in this video were dark. I'm sorry about that. But I want to share my entire experience with you guys.
Finding another location in complete darkness, she couldn't turn on lights for fear of revealing her presence to anyone watching. Without curtains, she was completely exposed to anyone who looked inside during the night.
I was gonna live stream, but I think it's best not to. I'm laying in the bed I made back here. It's actually really comfortable. I'm just scared to turn on a light and show you guys. Maybe I'll do it really fast. It's just I don't have curtains in here yet, you know? I wish you could see me. Yeah, you can see out the window. There. You can see all the different areas. I'm so tired. I don't think I'm gonna live stream because then I'd have to turn on a light. And I don't have any curtains in here yet. So if I shine my light around, people are gonna know that someone's in here. And I don't want that. But also if they look in here, they can see me. So that's a little freaky, but I'm trying not to be freaked out. Because there's nothing I can really do, you know, about it. So I'm definitely gonna try to find a way to hook up curtains. It's just there's not really anywhere to hook up curtains. There's only 2 hooks, and the location those hooks are at would be good for the front, like behind the seats, to hook up a curtain. But other than that, there's nowhere else that has any hooks or anything. So I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do yet. If there's hooks back here where the trunk is, I mean, that would be very helpful and useful, but there's not. So maybe I can find like a rod or something that'll go from one side to the other. But then what do I do for the sides? I mean, people did say to tape up trash bags. Maybe I should do that. Do I have any tape? I think I do. That would honestly be a way better situation to do that. And then I could actually live stream. Maybe I will do that. Because I just don't like that people can actually look in here. I don't like that at all. I need to muster up the energy to get up and just do it. Because my safety is more important than me sleeping right now. Even though I'm exhausted. I've been on the road for like 8 hours. Oh my gosh. But honestly, it was really enjoyable. Like, normally I hate driving and I hate going on these trips. Like, I like it because you get to see different things and it's exciting sometimes, but you know, I used to really just dislike it so much. And I used to get really exhausted driving after like 2 hours or 4 hours. And I don't know if it's because it used to be so stressful or what, you know, having deadlines and places to be at certain times. And it's really easy to overbook yourself, I guess you could say, when you go on these trips. But I'm just really winging it. I'm taking it nice and slow. Time to get up and duct tape some trash bags.
Lying in her makeshift bed, exhausted, but too terrified to sleep, she frantically duct-taped trash bags over every window in the darkness. The first night alone, sleeping in her vehicle, was a worst experience. Her experience lead her viewers to share some good tips for her. Try dark garage bags, get Velcro stick on cheap rods, black curtains. The Cat Lady van returned to Edmonton after 10 years, a city where she'd lived through anxiety and depression. She thought it would be a simple, nostalgic trip through her past, but downtown Edmonton had something else waiting for her.
Hi, may I take your order, please?
Hi, can I get a large Earl Grey Black, please?
Large.
Earl Grey Black.
Earl Grey Black coffee. Any breakfast today for you?
No, thank you.
That's everything?
Yeah.
Okay, 240, please.
Thank you. Alright guys, we are currently downtown Vancouver, downtown Edmonton. Sorry? Alright guys, Amy back in time. I'm currently...
While filming downtown, she noticed something unsettling. Two men watching her with intense focus. One approached, getting uncomfortably close, showing unusual interest in her camera equipment while she tried to create distance.
Editing my video, and the last clip, something crazy happened. So I went into my van and I started recording, and my van was not on, my radio was not on, but you can hear on top of me talking the radio, the CBC News radio talking in the background. This is insane. My camera picked up something else. I don't know. So what I was saying in that clip is it went a little bit crazy downtown Edmonton. I had two guys that followed me. So I had my camera up and I did just a small little clip, say, hey guys, I'm in Edmonton. And one guy, you saw a tiny little clip of it, start talking to me like, what type of camera it is? That's a nice camera. Show me your camera. Take a picture of me. And really insisting. And I was like, try to leave, go toward my van. And another guy was on the phone, is like, hold on, I'm going to call you back. And he was following me for a little bit until I went to the big main street and I was walking with my camera talking. That was a little bit insane, to be quite honest. I do have a big camera with a mic on top, but...
Another man was on his phone but stopped mid-conversation the moment he saw her, hanging up immediately. He locked eyes with her, staring with unsettling intensity that made her instinctively grip her camera tighter.
No, I don't get spooky very often, very rarely, but two guys, I had one guy who was on the phone and I could see that he was looking at me, and he's like, hold on, I'm gonna call you back, and he was staring at me and I was pretending to kind of like look somewhere, and I was holding the whole time my camera with my two hands. and he was just stare at me. I could like feel it right there, you know. And instead of waiting for the light to turn, I just like started.
She tried pretending to look elsewhere, holding her camera with both hands protectively. She could feel eyes on her, creating an overwhelming sense of being watched and targeted in the middle of downtown.
Walking, it's like, what you have, like, what's that camera, and like, take a picture of me. It was just like following me for a little bit. I was like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. Sorry, Mountain. Alright guys, I'm just parked in front of my Anytime Fitness. I'm gonna go for a little gym and a little workout and a shower, and I think we're gonna bounce slowly back from here. I was thinking of several, like every summer I was like, oh, maybe I should go back to Edmonton to look. It's kind of strange to go back.
Panic replaced caution. Instead of waiting for the light to change, she abandoned her filming plans entirely and headed straight for her van, heart racing, needing to leave the area immediately.
To a town, especially that I didn't really have a good time that much here, just because, like I mentioned yesterday, that, you know, I had like a lot of anxiety and I did a little depression. I was pretty rough for a good year and a half. Almost the 2 years, to be honest, that I was here. But yeah, so it's kind of like a lot of like memories, some good, some a little bit less good, but I'm glad that I came. I think we knocked that on the list. It didn't really change, which I was surprised. I thought that we'll have a little bit of change after 10 years, but not so much. Whatever. Yeah, we're gonna explore. I have a couple more things here to explore, and I don't know where we're gonna go after that. I don't know, guys, so stay tuned for the rest of the summer, because I have no idea, seriously no idea where I'm going from here. So don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, to know where we're gonna go after that. And I'm gonna leave you, obviously, with me.
Hours later, still shaken, she admitted she's filmed in downtown Toronto and Vancouver countless times. Never once felt uncomfortable. She cut her downtown visit short and left. Loving life in my 70s, found a secluded spot in Tahoe National Forest after escaping 105-degree heat. She parked near the highway, hidden by trees, ready for her first night camping completely alone. But as darkness fell, fear took over.
There's Peanut. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm lying here in bed in the forest, but you can see the road from where I am. Whether headlights can see my car at all as they go towards Reno, I don't know. I know going the other way, they're not even going to notice I'm here. These are the thoughts that have been going through my mind. Well, the Lord made me get a van. Am I being willed to my you-know-what? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to give it power. I am freaking out right now. Then I'm trying to tell myself that the Lord has put angels all around the van. He's got me protected. He brought me to this spot to park. He's not going to harm me. I'm going to get back home. I'm going to continue to live my life. But those are the thoughts that are going through my mind, that somebody is going to break in. And I don't want to put power to that either, but that's what's happening in my mind. I'm trying.
Lying in bed, she could see the road from where she parked. Headlights passed occasionally. Could they see her van? She didn't know. Her mind spiraled with terrifying thoughts she didn't want to speak aloud, afraid of giving them power.
Explain what I'm feeling. It's my very first time in Aloneville, if you know what I mean. It's so warm in here. It was like 85 when I pulled in here. I was trying to escape the 105-degree temperatures, and I had them all the way until right before I got into this mountain range, and then it dropped from 105 to 95, and then it dropped again from 95 to 85. and it stayed there. It's going to be a hot ride home because I have to go through Salt Lake. I have to go all the way through Nevada. There's until it hits nighttime, I am in a hot mess. It's going to be a really uncomfortable ride, and my worry is for him back here. I've got the fan over here on top of my toilet. It's aimed at him, not at me, because I want him to get the air. In order to stay halfway cool, that door is open. I've got a mosquito net on it. It is aimed towards the forest. I'm waiting for it to cool off enough so that I can close this door. I think once I close this door, I'll feel safer.
She tried convincing herself that protection surrounded her, that nothing would happen. But the fear wouldn't stop. Intrusive thoughts of someone breaking in consumed her mind as she lay alone in the darkness, too exhausted to drive, but too terrified to sleep.
Some air in here. The back windows are open all the way. I'm just trying to be real here with you guys on what this is feeling like. I'm scared, but I don't want to drive because I'm too tired. I'm trying to have total and complete faith in the Lord right now, and Satan is just, he needs to get bye-bye. Satan needs to go away and stay gone. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke you. Got to fight the fear and do it. And that's what I'm trying to do, is conquer the fear of being out here. And I have to remember, I have a dog in the back that if anything even tries to come near here, he's going to bark his head off. I can trust in that too. Mainly, I need to trust in the Lord completely on this and know that it's okay.
The door stayed open with only a mosquito net between her and the forest. She couldn't close it yet. The heat was unbearable. Satan kept whispering fear, and she fought back through prayer, trying to trust completely while panic threatened to overwhelm her.
There's a prayer that Jesus gives us in the New Testament. It's, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. I said that prayer earlier and it helped a lot. And then I did some of this, just breathing and trying to get rid of it out through my fingertips. I've got lavender on, and I did 2 dropperfuls of CBD oil because it's supposed to help with anxiety. And the lavender does help a lot.
She recited the Lord's Prayer, used lavender oil, took CBD for anxiety, and practiced breathing exercises. Cars passed in clusters around her van.
Lost her husband 2 years ago. I lost mine 21 years ago. I helped her a little bit with her grief. And what's wonderful is she's ready to move on. She is really progressed a lot in her grief. She's ready to, she's sick of being home. She wants to get out there and go and do, and possibly maybe meet somebody. But I said the same thing after my husband died. About, for me, it was probably 5 years after he died that I thought maybe I might want to date again. Only I really didn't, not deep in my heart, I didn't. I said that God's going to have to drop him in my lap, otherwise I'm not interested. Satan dropped one in my lap for about 2 years. That's how long it lasted before I couldn't take it anymore. And we didn't even see each other that much because he was never home. Yeah, it was horrible. And then God yanked me out of there and said, "What are you doing? Wake up. What are you doing?" Yeah, I know. I was sleeping with the devil, wasn't I? So...
Hours passed as she lay awake, wrestling with terror. Her dog slept in the back. He'd bark if danger approached. She had to trust that. Trust her dog. Trust divine protection. But alone in the forest for the first time, every shadow felt like a threat she couldn't escape. To calm her down, people came up with their experiences and comments. First night is always the worst. Your faith and positive affirmations are the way to go. Listening to every little sound just feeds fear. Trust your dog to react if any human comes near. Safe travels. Katie Romes returned to the UK from Norway and parked in a corner spot during severe weather warnings. She chose the location because the storm would keep people away, giving her a quiet, stealthy night. But around midnight, everything changed.
It's shaking right now. Like, I've been just chilling out on my couch. I've been chilling out, and I was like, why am I moving? And the van's going like... The storm is definitely here, that is for sure. Storms used to be absolutely ridiculous in Nelly. Like, there was nowhere to hide. And now I have the van. I've got somewhere to hide. It's lovely. And I can hang my gear up to dry as well. It's such an improvement. I'm so happy with it. It is about 5 p.m. The wind is going absolutely crazy, but I am starving. I have a bag full of food. I'm going to make a lovely, hearty, warm, comforting bowl of pasta. I think that is the most brilliant plan I've ever had.
As evening settled, the van began shaking violently from wind gusts. The storm rocked her vehicle side to side as she tried to relax inside.
I'm absolutely knackered. The van keeps going side to side. It's like it's more infrequent gusts right now. Before I was being absolutely battered. I am gonna head to bed, but I will see you all bright and early. It's probably not going to be bright outside because the sun doesn't rise until like 9 a.m. now. It's ridiculous. I will see you all in the morning. Night. It's about midnight.
She went to bed around 9:30 p.m., exhausted. The wind continued battering the van as she fell asleep, believing the weather would keep everyone away.
Right now, and a group of teenagers have pulled up next to me like a boy racer car. I don't know, there's a couple of cars. I can hear them around the van. They keep talking about illegal stuff, razzing their cars around and playing like really loud music. I was flat out. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay.
At midnight, she jolted awake. Multiple vehicles had pulled up, boy racers revving engines, blasting music, talking about illegal activities, completely blocking her in.
What I can tell, there's about 3 vehicles and I'm fully blocked in. Good morning. Oh, I need to get up. It has been raining quite viciously for a long time now. I hate getting up when it's raining outside because it means that I have to get wet. I need to put this away, but I'm not going to put it back properly because the van is going in for a service today. So I'm just going to shove it as far back as I can. It's actually a little bit calmer right now. I think I've timed it perfectly, you know. It is gorgeous out here. All the storm clouds are all over that way. And I'm just in the middle. There's a bunch over there. It's about 8:30 right now, and I slept in because the people, well, their car broke down. That's their car. Their car stopped working, surprisingly, after they razzed it around like absolute twonks for multiple hours. They were here until like 2 a.m. and I was on edge. I was like, if I need...
At least 3 vehicles surrounded her. They raced aggressively for hours while she stayed frozen inside, terrified they might discover her. She remained on edge until 2 and when they finally left.
I think I've timed it perfectly, you know. It is gorgeous out here. All the storm clouds are all over that way. And I'm just in the middle. There's a bunch over there. It's about 8:30 right now. And I slept in because the people, well, their car broke down. That's their car. Their car stopped working, surprisingly, after they razzed it around like absolute twonks for multiple hours. They were here until like 2 a.m. and I was on edge. I was like, if I need to leave, I'm gonna have to properly just absolutely leg it. It's just, you never know what kind of people they are, to be honest. You never know. Well, at least I survived the storm though. I thought that because it was quite horrible weather, it would deter people from going out, which is why I came here. Normally I go a bit further out or try and find a bit more of a secluded spot. But with the van service being today as well, I was like, I need to be close enough. Apparently, this is the spot for boy racers, which I will never be coming back here. Maybe to go fishing though, when it clears up. This new setup.
By morning at 8:30 a.m., they were gone, except one broken-down car left behind. She'd overslept from exhaustion and fear. Relieved to have survived the night without confrontation, but shaken by how vulnerable she'd been. Jen from the Maggie Potamus and Jen YouTube channel took her dog to the woods for a photo shoot. The forest was quiet and peaceful, perfect for capturing beautiful shots of her dog dressed in flowing white fabric. Then she heard something that made her freeze.
Good girl, love. Good. Good. You ready? We're gonna try again. Now that it's all dirty and torn to shreds. You gonna make the best dirty ghost? You gonna make the best dirty ghost? Whoa.
A sound echoed through the trees, loud, guttural, unmistakably human-like. A man screaming, but not calling for help. Something else. Something wrong. She stopped the photo shoot immediately, scanning the forest around her.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Is he okay?
The screaming continued. Deep. Anguished, coming from somewhere in the dense woods nearby. No trails led there. No houses in the area. Just thick forest stretching endlessly in every direction where she stood alone.
Are you okay? Alles gut?
Her dog reacted, staring toward the sound. Animals sense danger before humans do. She tried reasoning, red fox, deer rutting, but the pitch was wrong. Too low, too human.
Hey, Maggie, come here. Come here, Bubba.
The screaming wouldn't stop. Panic replaced curiosity. She abandoned the photo shoot entirely and left the woods quickly, the unsettling screams still echoing behind her as she walked away. Good job. Good job. Alright, now that we're nice and muddy, yeah. Good job, Lovey. Okay. Vizzy, off. Ziz, bub. Good job. Good. Come on. Come on. Ziz. It's okay. You step out. Good. Okay, there's a man screaming. Just something in those trees that mimicked human terror perfectly while she'd been completely alone. Her viewers also identifying the voices. It is either a person playing a prank, or maybe he is on drugs, or it's something far more disturbing. Hiking Movie left Sierra City after breakfast with fellow hikers, beginning a steep 4,000-foot climb through California wilderness. The trail was peaceful, just beautiful views and quiet forests stretching endlessly ahead. Then she felt something watching her.
Felt like I was being watched again, and I definitely was. What a cutie. There must be another one over there. I hear other noises too. You're cute.
She stopped hiking, sensing eyes on her. A deer appeared, cute, harmless. But she heard other noises too, movement in the trees. Something large was there, just out of sight.
Saw something large moving through the trees. I couldn't tell what it was. I just saw something walking in the trees, but now I'm hearing this meowing. Couldn't see what it was. It was just a movement, and then it disappeared.
Well, it got quiet as soon as I started walking. It heard crunching, but it was somewhere.
She saw it, something walking through the trees, then disappearing. Then came the sound, meowing. Loud, persistent, coming from where the movement had been. She couldn't see what it was, just shadows moving deeper into the forest.
There. I don't see anything now. And it's totally quiet. It was moving away, though. I could hear it getting farther and farther away. And here's the view on the other side. Getting up near the top of the mountain. I'm still not there yet. I think it's like 6 o'clock. I'm not going to make it as far as I'd hoped. Oh, great, the trail's turning, going right over where I heard the meowing. Trip on a rock.
The moment she started walking, it went quiet. Then the trail turned, leading directly toward where she heard the meowing. Her heart sank as she realized she had to hike through that exact area.
Coming closer. What are you? I'm a long ways from where I first heard it. Crap. Better not be a mountain lion. Following me. What the heck? Hey! Okay, it's going farther away now. Now it's closer. Dang.
Miles later, it started again. Closer this time. The meowing followed her down the trail, getting nearer, then farther, then closer again. She couldn't see anything, but it was tracking her movement, staying just out of sight in the trees.
What is that? Can't see anything. Well, I'm going to keep hiking. Good news and bad news. Good news is I haven't heard it in a while. And also good news is cats don't normally meow when they're
Stalking something, but it's quiet now.
Other bad news is my next camping spot has a bear that comes nightly, so I don't think I'm going to camp there, which means I have to go farther. Other bad news is my phone. I pushed the record button and it just is going on and off, on and off, on and off. So I don't know whether it's recording or not. Beautiful sky tonight. I have found another tent site a little before the bear tent site, but no bears have been reported there. So I'm heading for that one. Yeah, there are some tent sites here. I think I'm going to take this one right here. Or maybe...
Panic set in. Mountain lions don't normally meow when stalking prey. But what else could it be? Her planned campsite had nightly bear visits reported, forcing her to hike farther, while something continued following her through the darkening forest.